right, so we are really excited here. It is NBA All-Star Weekend, and today Ralph and I are joined by a 12-year NBA veteran, a slam dunk contest winner, one of the nicest guys in the league. Yeah, he invented the dab. We'll ask him about that. That's right. I'm wearing the shirt right here. Mr. Dee Dee, thank you for joining
me,
us.
Ralph.
Yeah, of course.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Trust me, Hall of Famer, one of the greatest players of all time. It's my pleasure being here with Ralph and also with you, Jason.
Hey, I'm not one of the greatest players of all time, but it's okay. You know, I'm here.
He's a great passer.
There you go. Hey, I love passes.
Exactly. All about the assists.
He's a great passer.
Exactly. So you played 12 seasons in the NBA with the Boston Celtics, the Toronto Raptors, and the Orlando Magic. What would you say you're most recognized for today?
Well, obviously winning the slam dunk contest and doing that dunk and pumping up with Reeboks and things like that. I think that
pumping up with Reebok.
Yeah. See, everybody, it's iconic. You know, you think about Reebok, you think about Dee Brown. And,
it's true.
And it's it's very special that individual event. Obviously, a Celtic being in the dunk contest was unheard of back then. You know, you played Bird, Mikhail Perry. One of the guys wasn't dunking. They weren't dunking. So being in the dunk contest as Celtics was very special.
Yeah.
You know, Red Auerbach at that time, you know, the patriarch of the Celtics was very, very supportive of me, which made me feel real good. Like, hey, you know, you're in a contest and we expect you to win. You know, Bird wins a 3-point contest. You know, for many years, he said, hey, if you're in a contest, you got a Celtic uniform on, you know, we expect you to go out and compete and win. And that's how his mindset was. So to get his blessings was like unbelievable confidence for me going into the contest.
In many ways, you really put a lot of flair and showmanship into the dunk contest that wasn't there before.
Yeah,
I mean,
they try to say, man, it's dating me. Like, hey, now you're the godfather of those marketing things that all these guys are doing now. Doing the thing with the shoes and obviously playing to the crowd a little bit more.
Totally.
And I was just trying to have fun. Believe me, I didn't know it would. 27, 28 years later, we're still talking about that dunk and pumping up the shoes. That was the reason I did it. I did it because I needed an edge. You know, I was a young rookie, a small guy. Guys like Sean Kemp and Kenny Smith and those guys, Rex Chapman were in the dunk contest. Those guys were known. I was a rookie playing for the Celtics. And I was just trying to. Listen, I got to get the crowd on my side and do some things that nobody ever seen before at that time.
I was in a dunk contest. My first year. They brought it back. And I had Julius. Larry Nance. Dale Griffin.
Devin Griffin. See, those guys that people don't know about. Like those guys were high fly.
But we had we didn't pump it up. We didn't put our hand in. We couldn't do all that.
What did you do? What did you do, Ralph? Did you bring a little flair to it?
At 360. But 7-foot guys doing 360.
Everybody's
a 6-foot
like,
guy
that's
doing
not
360. Jumped off the free throw line, grabbed the backboard, put it in, but it looked easy.
Right.
At that point.
And it's evolved. Trust me. Some of the stuff that Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine are doing now, it's crazy. Like,
can you imagine even dunking like that?
No. And even when you were in dunk contest and I was in dunk contest, we couldn't use props. It was illegal. Just because of just the way the league was back then. You couldn't jump over chairs or tables or things like that. It was illegal to do that. So. Not saying that we couldn't do that kind of stuff, but the game, the contest evolved so much because now it's called entertainment. And hopefully I had a hand, obviously making it, very fashionable to woo the crowd and do some different things.
You did. How'd you come up with the no look that has become iconic now? On T-shirts and posters.
The funny thing is that I never did that dunk before. It was the first time I ever did. I made it up.
Really?
I made it up on the spot.
Right on the spot.
Right on the spot. What happened was. I had already won a contest. And I didn't know that, but somebody said like, whispered to me, like, you won a contest. So whatever dunk you do, it doesn't matter anyway. So that dunk didn't win me the contest. I had won the contest with my 2 dunks before.
Now, what were the dunks before that, though?
It was I think it was a 2-ball dunk where I had the ball on the rim. I dunked one ball and then grabbed the ball with the other. And people forget about that dunk. That was a hard dunk to do where I dunked one and grabbed the other one from the back of the rim and dunked at the same time. That was one of my favorite dunks. So when I was sitting down on the box, you saw that box when you're going to do your dunk, I got to do something that's unique. And I had a couple dunks I knew that I could do that was very different, but I wanted something unique. And I was thinking about Julius, I was thinking about Michael, foul line, Dominique doing the windmill. You think about those dunks in the contest. So when I was running, I say, I promise you, I'm running, going down the dunk. I got to do something. And I was going to go, like behind the back dunk. I said, that's not iconic enough. So I said, I'm going to close my eyes. But if I close my eyes, somebody's going to know I close my eyes. So I went from closing my eyes to just put my hand, and then it just kind of just organically went into my arm. And that's how I did the dunk. And that's the first time I ever did it. So either I was going to make it or miss it.
Now, were you peeking?
Right.
No peeking. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah,
Ain't no peeking there, Ralph.
Right.
It's a no-look dunk.
Black it out.
No look dunk. I was going to hit the side of the backboard. We would talk about the guy 28 years later.
Right.
We hit the side of the backboard. Or I was going to make it and then have a T-shirt and talk about it now. I'm glad I made it. But that was the first time I ever did that dunk, ever.
Wow. Crazy. Well, it paid off.
Did you do the pump up with that dunk?
Yeah, I did pump up at the beginning of the contest just to get things like that. It just kind of grew after that. Yeah, and then.
I mean, and that was at a time where not a lot of guys had signature shoes. There was like MJ had one, Barkley
had one,
and you had
that
one.
was it.
That's amazing.
That was it. That to me was special too, because you think of the guys, Michael, obviously.
Sure.
People still with Jordans.
Right.
Barkley, Charles, the Hall of Famer, top 50 player, and me. Somebody don't fit in that group. And listen, I'm not afraid to say that, but for me to be able to do that and put Reebok on the map, the shoe, and a lot of people we always talk about that, the shoe, and when it got I went and got a shoe because I thought I could jump higher, and what you did was so iconic and it was so fun. It was just a fun contest, and that made me feel better than anything, that people kind of gravitated to that shoe because of me and because of the contest.
Well, Reebok was out of Boston. It was in the Boston market, so we was right in your backyard.
People don't understand, Reebok didn't know I was going to do that. They had no clue.
Right.
Wow.
I already had a Reebok contract already as a rookie, so nobody knew.
Yeah.
Reebok didn't even know I was going to do it. I didn't tell them. So it wasn't like something that was planned through Reebok or a marketing ploy. I just thought of it and say, listen, little guy, pump his shoes up. They got, woo, wow, that's cool. Dunks, come down, let air back out. It was just something that, a lot of it was spontaneous. My dunks I practiced, except for that last one, but that was such a spontaneous thing.
Everybody always asks you, did you practice your dunks before you went to the dunk contest?
I feel him. He had to.
Guys telling Larry or Chief tell you, like, do this dunk.
Hold on. Kevin,
I know he had something to say.
Kevin was like, try this. I mean, Kevin can't dunk anymore.
Right.
And those guys were like, Dennis Johnson. Guys were like trying to teach me. They coached me.
Anyway.
No, they couldn't dunk.
Two hands.
Larry,
he every now and then.
Larry, those guys, Robert, those guys were great. And then listen, when you have veteran guys like that who are, Hall of Fame guys, being a part of this, because I was the first Celtic to be in a dunk contest. So this is like all of us in the contest.
Right.
All of us in the contest. So that's what someone's made it really special.
Now, what were they, how the guys get and they come, they sit on the front row.
Yeah.
Who was on the front row? Man. Front watching you dunk at that
I'm
point
trying
from
to think.
the Celtics.
Back then, that was a marquee event.
Everybody
was there.
wanted to come to
that. And I think, let me see, Will Smith, that's when he was just started being the Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince, right.
That's when he was real young.
Yeah.
Like Queen Latifah.
I know the front row was full of people.
Oh, it's full of so many people, but I was such in awe just being there.
Right.
Here's the best story. We're sitting before the contest, and all the contestants sitting together. Me and Rex and Otis Smith and Kenny.
Otis Smith.
Remember Otis? Yeah. Otis, all those guys, Kenny Williams. So me and Sean Kemp were sitting next together, and we both had the same haircut. We had a little gummy haircut back then. So they're asking for people autographs, and we didn't have our uniforms on. It was just like fans.
Right.
And they asked Sean, "Hey, Sean, is that your little brother?" I was like, "Wait a minute! Oh, I'm going to win this contest now." They think I'm his little brother, and just things like that I remember.
Right.
Just being in front of those guys like Magic and Isaiah, and those guys getting so excited.
Yeah.
Guys I idolized. Coming up as a young guy, getting excited about you in a contest and just the things that you did. So it was more not so many celebrities. It was just more our peers. When your peers respect you and your peers give you praise, there's nothing else better than that.
Yeah.
And that was it for me. Just those guys being there and supporting and just getting excited for the things I was doing on the court.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you put your name on the map right out the gate. You were a rookie when you won this, and you came in, a top pick for the Boston Celtics. You went to a small school in college, Jacksonville.
Yeah.
What was it like entering not just the NBA, but the Boston Celtics with Bird, and McHale, and Parrish, and all these veterans, these legends, these winners?
And then getting some time to play.
My rookie year,
what was that like?
The hardest part was my rookie year was the year that DJ retired.
Yes.
So I kind of got caught in that. Oh, you're the guy that's replacing DJ. No, I'm not. I can't replace him.
Right.
Hall of Fame numbers in the rafters. God bless his soul. He's a great guy, and he was a great mentor to me when I was there. He took me on his wing on the coaching staff and taught me how to be a point guard, how to be a professional, how to cater to the big three as a rookie, because he had to do it for so long. I think the greatest thing was that and the history, being drafted by the Celtics every day of practice, playing with 3 Hall of Famers, Red Auerbach, Seth Sanders, Bob Cousy, Tommy Hines, all those guys that practice every day.
Yeah.
So you couldn't take any time off. Like
no.
That's
like,
history.
Rook, you can't go.
No. You can't do that. And it was honor. Just Red Auerbach saying your name during the draft, be able to be taught how to be a pro under those guys. Won all the championships.
And that's amazing. You get tuteled by those guys.
Yes.
You don't have that today.
You don't get that day. I mean,
you don't have a guy that can.
Right.
When we came in, and obviously you came in a lot
happen.
before me. Just a #1 pick in the draft. It was a older league.
Yeah.
Your veterans were 27, 20 years old.
Yeah.
Grown men with families.
Right.
Now the league is a lot younger. Your superstars are 19, 20, 21 years old, and you're trying to get them to mentor other young guys. So it's tough.
It's real tough.
I was blessed enough to come in the '90s where it was yourself and Olajuwon and Barkley and Ewan and Michael and Magic. I mean, we're talking about we played during the era where you had to play.
Yeah.
And you had to be
you couldn't take any nights off.
No, you had to be a man, be ready to play because every night was a tough night. Not saying it's not now, but it was. It was just a lot more a different type of ball game, and the division was different. And we loved to play.
So you speak about the toughest, like who, as a rookie, you went against who?
Oh my goodness!
Who gave you the blues? I mean, everybody like this is.
I had to have nightmares with Al because Al was such a great defender. Tim Hardaway, Kevin Johnson, Derek Harper. Mookie Blaylock. I mean, a lot of these guys are not big, well-known names, but people we know who they are. They were hoopers. They could ball, and they were tough and they were physical, and they brought the best out of you. And those guys was night in and night out. Terry Porter.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was just guys.
Strong.
Strong. I mean, just guys that every night. Vernon Maxwell. Like just guys.
Mad Max.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, just guys that you even play with or around. Like it was a league where every night you had to be ready to play.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that part. And people always say, "Wow, all this money being made." I said, "Listen, I would never change the time I played in.
No, you can't.
Never, I would never change it. I enjoyed that time so much because I just felt that, my rookie year was Michael's first championship.
Wow.
His first championship.
Yeah.
So I was a piece of that when the bad boys beat us to beat them.
Right.
And then Chicago beat them to get to the finals. I was part of that changeover.
Totally.
I was part of the changeover when the Big Three finally couldn't do it anymore.
Right.
Couldn't do it anymore. Yeah. Like it was part of a lot of historical things that went along during the time I played. And it was just a great time to play.
That's amazing.
But to get the dunk.
Yeah.
Get you there at that point in time, and still be iconic with the Celtics only dunker and win the dunk contest. I mean, you got a legacy there with the Celtics that lasts forever.
Right.
So. How did it make you feel now? I saw Jaylen Brown when he came as a rookie. He paid homage to you with his rookie photo doing in your jersey.
I talked to Jaylen a couple days ago. We just played the Celtics. I work for the Clippers, and we played. And I've known Jaylen since high school.
Oh, wow.
And Jaylen was very, very. Very nice. He kind of reached out to me and said, "Hey, D, I'm gonna wear number 7. It's Brown 7, so I just want to make sure that it doesn't. You don't mind." I say, "Well, I don't mind. It's not retired, but I appreciate you reaching out." He's very, very, very high basketball IQ kid. Plays hard. And just to see him on the court, and it was weird. We were playing in Boston yesterday, and just to see number 7 Brown run around the court that wasn't me. It was eerie.
Right.
I'm sure.
I was looking around like, wait a minute,
that's crazy.
And he's gonna be real special.
Good,
And it's good. Just see that, you see the jerseys around the arena. I'm having like flashbacks.
You can just say they're all with Dee Brown jerseys. That's what I would say.
I'll make myself feel that good.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Who are some of the players in today's game that you would pay to see, that just excite you, that maybe you wish you got a chance to play against or with?
The year I retired, LeBron came in the league. And I wish I would have got a chance to play against LeBron. Kobe just retired. I played against Kobe during the time where he won championship. Kobe was amazing. KD, I would pay to see KD. Steph, just because the game has changed a little bit. Russell, just because Westbrook just plays at such age. He plays a lot of anger.
Yeah,
and it's good anger. I love it.
Move some out the way and dunk on him.
I love it. Like there's certain players that you say could transcend decades, and he's one of the guys who play in any era.
Right.
Like Magic could, like you could. Like there's certain guys that doesn't matter what era, they were going to find a way to be really good. Or great. He's one of those guys. LeBron's one of those guys. KD's one of those guys. I even think Steph's one of the guys. Because I was a small guy, I was frail. I wasn't the biggest guy. But when you have a skill set that's unmatched by a lot of people, you got it. You can play at this level. And he does. Those guys I really like watching play just because I just think they just raise everybody's level because they're so good. And to see that.
And it's mental, too. They're good. They want to play. They want to win.
They want to win.
I mean, Westbrook, you see him just dunk one, so he don't smile at you.
No, he's going to run at you.
He's going to run at you hard. And then KD's going to shoot it.
That's that old school mentality. He's going to try to, like you say, going to try to cut your heart out when he's playing.
Yeah.
And, social media is a lot different because everybody knows everybody now. We didn't have social media. We didn't have cell phones back when we played.
They didn't have pages.
No, we haven't had a two-way pages.
They didn't have none of that.
So a lot of these guys know each other, but Westbrook, he leaves that stuff at the door. Like when you get on the court, I ain't your friend. We can be friends after, we can talk, but he's that way, and I respect that. I respect that with him.
NBA doesn't have that as much as it used to.
I respect that. And a guy like that, I would pay to see him play anytime.
So after your incredible playing career, you got into coaching, and you were the head coach of some WNBA teams, the first ever coach of the Orlando Miracle, head coach of the San Antonio Silver Stars. You've been a coach in the D League. How did you know, and assistant coach in the NBA with the Pistons, the Kings, the Nuggets you mentioned, now you're with the Clippers. How did you know you wanted to get into coaching?
I think with all the information that I learned from being around the Celtics players, I always wanted to give back because those veteran guys gave so much back to me. I thought it was important that us as former players, mentors, go back and share our information, share our history, share what we know. Because I think as many games and battles we've been in and played, I think that information is vital to younger players. And that's why I got into coaching, and not even on the NBA level. Basketball to me is colorblind and gender free. It didn't matter if I was coaching women, I was coaching, guys who were trying to get to the NBA. Anybody who wanted to learn and be developed, I felt that was my calling. That's where I could be at, and that's why I started in WNBA because my best learning experience of how to coach was coaching women because they taught me how to break the game down. Because games play below the rim. You got to teach everything.
And they do it.
And they
you tell them what to do. They do it.
They play hard.
They play hard.
And it makes you a better coach. And it makes you a better person. It makes you a better man. And it really did. I learned so much, and it helped me with my daughter, who now is a senior at Duke and plays there, and one of the better players in the country.
All-American.
So it helped me transfer. She was my guinea pig. She was my guinea pig.
Did you coach her? Have you coached your daughter? Did she take
I coached her when she was younger.
And how do you separate coach and dad?
I don't coach her anymore.
Right.
I dad most of the time. 95% of the time is more dad. I coach after the game, like, hey, listen, this is what I saw, let's watch some film. And she respects that. But I want to be her dad first because I want her to know I'll support her unconditionally 100%.
When was the time that she said, you had to let her go? You coached her, when she was younger, and then like all of a sudden, boom, you got to let her go and give it to somebody else.
Probably when she got to high school. Just because you don't want to interfere in, at a certain level, sometimes people get threatened.
Right.
Because
coaches get that way.
Guys, he's an NBA player and his daughter's playing. I said, listen, you coach. This is your team.
Right.
Listen, I'm a coach. I'm gonna teach my daughter how to be a really good player. You can coach her. It's your team. And I learned that just by being just around and seeing that you don't want to interfere with her development because it became a point where, hey, that's Dee Brown's daughter. To now, you're Lexi Brown's dad. It's flipped now because she's gotten so good. It's flipped now. Like, I'm her dad. I'm not. She's not my daughter anymore. So I wanted that more for her than anything, to have her own identity, and she has her own identity now. So just that growth part and coaching in the G League and now being a general manager of the G League team with the Clippers. It's all development. It's all growth. It's all things that you want these guys to get better at on and off the court.
Is there a guy in that development that you've coached or a girl who you really take a certain extra level of pride in their success because you feel that you have watched them grow and maybe played a part in that?
It's been a lot of people I've got a chance to mentor and be around on the women's side. There's a few girls that I coach now who are assistant coaches in college now.
Oh, cool.
Nikisha Sales is assistant coach. I coached her. Brooke Wyckoff is assistant coach at FSU. Nikisha Sales is assistant coach at UCF. There's another coach, her name is Pee Wee Johnson, that she's coaching at a small school. So there's a lot of girls that are hopefully me being around them and kind of instilling some of my principles and my philosophies that they took to being coaches.
Totally.
On the men's side, of course, a lot of young players. Over the years, I had Andre Drummond in Detroit. I went to Sacramento. I had Isaiah Thomas before he got traded. I had him. Emmanuel Mudiay, Brandon Knight. I have a lot of young point guards. As you know, there's a lot of young point guards that I got a chance to mentor. And now in the G League, we've had a few guys on our G League team that got call-ups to the big team or call-ups to other teams. So Tyrone Wallace, CJ Williams, Marshall Plumlee got a call-up with the Milwaukee Bucks. So I felt that, hopefully I put those guys in situations where we develop them on and off the court, where other teams or our team here, the Clippers, feel that they a valuable piece to help a team win a basketball game. It's so hard to win one game. People don't understand how hard it is to win one game in the NBA.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, guys are winning 70 games.
You're lucky.
It's lucky. Like it's you got to be healthy. You got to be on the right mindset. So if those guys come, the big team win one game. Coming from the G League, and I felt that I've helped in their development.
Totally, absolutely.
It's special. Yeah. Man, you can give back that way.
And I think that's the most important.
You giving Larry, Mikhail, Chief, Celtic history,
right.
And you pass it on to somebody else.
Yeah, because they did. I mean, listen, it'd be very selfish on my part if I didn't.
Yeah,
right.
And keep it to myself. Yeah. And I told my daughter that when I first started training my daughter at age 12. I opened up a facility, and I built a facility, and she said, Dad, why'd you open a facility? Why are you training all these people? I said, because I want people around you just as good as you, to make you better. Let's not be selfish.
Yeah.
I want to make you better because you're my daughter, but if people around you are better, they're going to challenge you to be better.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be the growth part. So a lot of girls she played with got Division I scholarships as well and playing. So at the end of the day, that's all about us because we have the avenue and tools to get back to these young athletes, men or women.
Yeah,
wow,
that's great.
Perfect.
All right, before we get out of here, we got to know it's NBA All-Star Weekend. Who is your pick to win the Slam Dunk Contest?
Who's the underdog? Who's your pick?
I think my underdog's gonna be Donovan Mitchell.
He's my favorite.
Yeah, but he got in late. He got in late because Aaron Gordon was out.
That's true.
He initially wasn't in it.
So you think?
And that's why I'm picking.
He doesn't have as much time to come up with the dunks.
No, that's why I'm picking Donovan Mitchell. I was almost to say I was a late addition too in the dunk contest.
Oh, you were?
I was.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a late addition. Like I wasn't one of the original 8. I was a guy somebody built. I was an add-on.
So you were mad you wasn't in there in the first place.
Yeah, a little hungrier.
Yeah, otherwise,
Mitchell was mad that he didn't get elected in the first time.
I was late addition.
Do you remember why? Do you remember who got hurt or what happened?
I don't remember who got hurt, but one of the bigger names dropped out.
Because you should send him a pair of or something.
I don't know which big name dropped out at that time.
Yeah, man.
But then I was like one of the alternates.
Right.
So again. I don't know who it was. Never asked. Didn't care.
I'm happy to be there.
I was happy to be in there.
Thank you so much.
Weekend, All-Star weekend. I mean, it was. It wasn't a Rising Stars game there. It was an Old Timers game. Remember that? But it was a dunk contest. That was the marquee event.
Yeah.
Not a three-point contest.
The
All-Star game was
a skills challenge.
It was the dunk contest.
Yeah,
so a rookie from Jacksonville, Florida, played with the Celtics to be in that contest. In Charlotte, North Carolina, just in front of 20,000 people, the whole world watching. You can't ask for a better environment situation to be in. So, Donovan Mitchell's my pick because he's been playing great all year.
Yeah.
Don't get a nickname by Spider if you can't jump.
No, you can't.
Exactly.
Listen, there's a lot of other guys that's good in there, but I'm going with Donovan.
Okay, all right.
I like that. I like that pick too.
And then there's the G League. There's a G League dunk contest too, and one of our guys from our team is in Ike Arabu, who's in it, and I'm gonna go with my guy in the G League dunk contest to win the dunk contest.
You gonna coach him?
I've talked to him a little bit. He's got a little surprise coming.
Okay,
coming. Yeah, he got a little surprise coming. So you got to watch the G League dunk contest as well this weekend.
All right,
with
cool.
my guy Ike. Yep.
Cool, awesome. Well, Dee, thank you so much for
my pleasure, guys. Always, definitely. Appreciate it, definitely.
Slam dunk legend, Dee Brown, and a great NBA basketball player, even better person.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us.
Yeah, thanks for what you do.
Sure,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right.
Immortalized. Gotta love it.
Because someone
I need to get one of those.
Yes.
We're going to get one.
We need to get some of those.
All right.